What's up, guys? We are going to do a quick little live stream here. I'm just going to chat while I make sure everything's going swell. Yeah, so awesome. Okay, so you guys can see my screen, it looks like. Just making sure I got that right. Anyway, so what we're going to do here, we're going to go over the UFC 296 card with World of Mixed Martial Arts 5. As you guys probably know, I do get paid by them. They, as long as you guys buy the game using my link, I get a little bit of kickback. So I do appreciate it if you do that. The link is in the description of this video. But it's fun. Even if you don't use that link, the game's fun. I prefer you use my link. It doesn't cost you anything extra. I do appreciate it very much. Helps the channel. But it's a fun game. But we're just gonna go over these. It's just a fun time, right? So we're gonna see how far I get in the card. I don't have a ton of time today, but we're gonna see how far I can get in the card. And still, make it out of here on time. So anyway, first fight of the night, as far as I see, is Randy Brown versus Muslim Salikov. So as you see on the screen here, I'm just going to kind of walk you through the interface as well real quick. So like what we're seeing, this is just the versus aspect of the game where you can just pick a couple of fighters, make them fight, and it'll do it. Nothing else. There's more in-depth modes, but this is just a fun one for this kind of thing. We're going to see how World Mixed Martial Arts 5 compares to my predictions, which you'll see in my video that's probably coming out Tuesday. It's planned, usually it's Tuesday. You'll also see how this stacks up in comparison to the actual fight card, obviously on Saturday. So we'll see. Maybe I can do better than World Mixed Martial Arts 5. Maybe I can't. But either way, so that's what we're going to do. We got Randy Brown, Muslim Salikov in the first fight. As you see, it's got their stats here. It's got their record at the time of this game, at the time of the update, the last update for the game. So I got that. And I believe that's all still accurate. Yeah, yeah, that's all still accurate. So it's good. I think I updated in October, so it does make sense. Gives a little bio on the guys, as you see down at the bottom of their deal, which is kind of cool. But let's go ahead and get the fight going. I don't know. It doesn't look like anybody's in the chat yet, so that's okay. We're just going to start, and you guys can jump in whenever. Anyway, so here we go. Randy Rude Boy Brown faces Muslim Salikov. What do we got here? First thing, round one begins. Fighters touch gloves. They engage in the center. Salikov doesn't connect with a leg kick. Gets countered with a massive right hook to the jaw. Oh, gosh. This is a brutal one already. Salikov's not looking good. We're like 20 seconds in. He's already knocked down. Brown moves in quickly, kneeling beside Salikov, starting to hammer down with punches. Brown pounds away with rights. Salikov is eating some sickeningly heavy shots to the face. I don't think this is going to go much longer, guys. I think he's getting out of there quick. Salikov's out. Yep. Okay. Yep. Referee leaps in. Winner by knockout, Randy Brown. The official 41 seconds into the first round. So if you're playing DraftKings, guys, and if this goes anything like this in real life, Randy Brown's a lock for the lineup. Yeah, knocked him out 41 seconds. Literally didn't let Salikov land a single shot in that one. So, okay, well, so World of Mixed Martial Arts 5 is picking Randy Brown to win that one real quick. Next fight we have is at heavyweight. I don't even know. I think this game will have everybody. It should. Shamil Gaziev. There you are. Shamil Gaziev. Or Gaziev. I think it's Gaziev. He's taking on Martin Buday. All right. This is an interesting fight because I'm not super high on either guy because I do think they both kind of gas out. But, you'll get my full breakdown probably Tuesday, like I said. But this will be interesting to see what World Mixed Martial Arts 5 says. So far, they're on Randy Brown if you're keeping tabs. Now, let's see in this one. We're going to go ahead and start the fight. Okay. So Shamil Gaziev takes on Martin Buday. Who do you guys have? There's a couple of you guys in the chat now. Don't know who you have in this one, but here we go. Like they said. Two fighters engaged. They didn't touch gloves. That's awesome. Good deal. I love that. Two fighters engage with strikes, but neither lands anything worthwhile. Sounds like what I'm expecting in this fight. Gaziev fails to find home for a jab, but hits with a body kick. Okay. Buday lands a jab and then lands a right hand. Gaziev appears to have suffered a gash under his. Wow, these fights are going quick, guys. I mean, he's not out, but like already got a cut on that first strike. Buday comes in apparently willing to take some hits if it means getting close enough to grapple. Gaziev hits a jab and then hits with a nice straight right. It's a good 1-2 down the pipe. Both fighters meet in the center. Gaziev hits with a jab. It doesn't make contact on the low kick. Buday hits a left jab. Doesn't find the mark with the right hook. Gaziev lands a left hand and then hits Buday with a beautiful straight right. Buday comes in looking to strike. Buday can't hit the setup with the left jab, but then lands the right hand to the body. Budai looks content, shortening the range and looking to strike. Budai hits a left jab and then scores with a right cross that landed hard. Okay. Gaziev bleeding. The referee pauses the fight so the cut can be checked. Guys, we might get a cut stoppage here. That'd be interesting. Doctor checks the cut, but seems happy it does not present too much of a problem. Okay, maybe I'm wrong. Referee brings it back to the center. Here we go. We're back underway. Past the halfway point of the round, already much longer than the first fight. Gaziev backing off, hits 2 weak left hands. Okay. Budai can't hit the setup jab, but then hits Gaziev with a straight right. Two fighters come forward. So far, Budai is obviously winning this one, but, see how this goes. Budai misses with a big right hand, putting him off balance, allowing Gaziev to attack with a left jab and a right hand that narrowly fails to connect. Oh, he missed an opportunity there. Budai comes in, apparently willing to take some hits, if that means getting close enough to grapple. Okay. Gaziev hits a left jab and then catches Budai with a right hook. Gaziev had looked like he was angling to grapple but couldn't get the initiative. Budai fails to land a combo that ended up with an attempted roundhouse body kick. Okay. The two fighters come forward to engage. Budai doesn't connect with a leg kick, gets countered with a brace of jabs that are followed by a kick to the leg. Under a minute left in the round, Gaziev uses great movement to set up a takedown attempt. Gaziev gets a single leg takedown. He pulls guard. Okay, so with 42 seconds left, he decided to take down. He's trying to secure the round, I guess. I don't think he's going to he took a lot of damage that fight or that round. Gaziev fires away with punches, but does little damage. Gets pushed back thanks to a butterfly guard, and Budai quickly scrambles. He may regret that choice as he gives Gaziev the perfect opportunity to come over the top and get side control. 19 seconds left. And that's the end of the round. Okay, for me, that would be a Budai round, but the end of the round kind of made it a little closer. So, okay, well, these guys think Gaziev's still around. So I thought the cut over the eye or whatever would be the factor, but the commentators, so that's not the judges. The commentators have Gaziev up 10-9. So similar to like on the broadcast, like you'd see like your Paul Felders or whatever, giving their take on it. That's what you're getting right there. Bell for the second round starts. Budai gets close enough to clinch. Okay, I think that in real life, that's a good path to victory for him, is trying to clinch up against the cage. That is one of the best weapons that Budai has. Anyway, Budai trying to muscle Gaziev up against the cage. That's where he's best. Budai can't manage it. Gaziev fought it off. Budai tries to wrestle Gaziev backward and up against the cage. He does so, and now Gaziev is pinned to the cage. Okay, Budai attempts a leg sweep to trip and put Gaziev on the ground. Excellent outside leg trip. Sees Gaziev get thrown to the mat, and Budai has no problem getting side control. Okay. Budai throws a few right hands, but mainly trying to catch his breath. Sounds about right. Blocks an attempt to pull guard. Budai fires back with a few punches, but they aren't thrown with any great force. Budai blocks Gaziev's transition to guard. Budai fires a few punches, catches his breath, blocks an attempt to pull guard. Basically, Gaziev's just trying to get his guard back. Makes sense. That's what you got to do right here if you're getting hit. Looking to catch his breath, Budai is content just to throw a couple of punches to the body. Gaziev tries to pull guard and Budai, but doesn't get anywhere with the attempt. This is going to be the rest of the round. In fact, this is going to be a boring fight in real life, so I think the game's nailing this one. Budai throws a few right hands, and he takes a moment to plan ahead. Budai blocks Gaziev's transition to guard. No progress being made. The referee stands him back up. There you go. Look at that. Gaziev is starting to breathe a little heavier. Makes sense. Budai is starting to slow down a touch, perhaps, conserving a little energy. Okay. Gaziev looked like he was about to shoot, but Budai stepped in, got the clinch. Using his wrestling skills, Budai is trying to push Gaziev up against the cage. Gaziev ends up backed up against the cage. With the cage trapping Gaziev, Budai looks for a trip takedown, and he gets it, sweeps the leg, gets side control again, ends the round. Clear Budai round. Clear. First round, I thought he had it. Commentators thought Gaziev had it, but that one's a clear Budai round. Just laid on him the whole time, whether it was against the cage or in side control. Yep, commentators agree there. They've got it 1-1. I've got it 2-0 Budai. So based on this. With one round remaining, they think they're dead even, according to the commentators. So anyway, back underway. Budai appeared to be going for a takedown, but Gaziev took the initiative. Gaziev hits a left hand, but misses with a low kick. There's a takedown attempt from Gaziev showing great power and speed. Budai cannot stop the takedown and has to pull guard. Okay, this is interesting. Now we're going to really find out who got that first round, because I think we're going to the scorecards after this. Gaziev tries to pound Budai, but all the blows are comfortably dealt with. Gaziev leans back to avoid a couple of wild swings from Budai. Gaziev throws some minor strikes, pounds away, nothing lands. Using leg strength to push Gaziev back a bit, Budai looks to scramble for position. There wasn't enough separation, though. Gaziev able to catch him and secure side control. Okay, that's not what you want if you're Budai. In side control, Gaziev throws a couple of punches designed to keep Budai guessing. Gaziev blocks an attempt to pull guard. throws a few right hands, just basically waste some time. Another attempt to pull guard. Gaziev throws a few weak punches, looking to make his next move. Gaziev blocks Budai's attempt to transition. Gaziev's looking to get mount. Okay, so he loses his control momentarily as he tries for the mount, and scramble begins. Scramble leaves Gaziev on his back. Oh, geez, you had one job, but there's only 46 seconds left, so I guess, I don't know. Budai fires away with a few punches, but Gaziev doesn't take any undue damage. Gaziev tries to move forward, or move from half guard, to full guard, but Budai doesn't allow it. Time runs out. Okay, close fight. They gave it 10-9 Gaziev. I tend to agree with that one. For me, I had Budai in the first 2 rounds. They had Gaziev first round and third round. Let's see what the actual judges see. Okay, ring announcers reading the scores. All 3 judges scored at 29-28. They gave it to Gaziev for the winner by unanimous decision. I will tell you now, I do think it goes to decision. We got somebody in there. Nate Brown's on Gaziev in the fight. Honestly, this is a close one. You'll find my prediction on Tuesday when my video comes out. But this is a good fight. It's a good matchup. I think it's gonna be a boring fight, but it is a good matchup. So I got you there, Nate. But I do like the over. I will tell you that now, and this game says so as well. So that was cool. Unanimous decision. They said it was a good fight. I didn't think it was, but whatever. I was just the one reading it, so who knows. Anyway, that was the heavyweight matchup. What do we got next? We got featherweights in the next one. We're gonna go Andre Fili versus, let's see what, Lucas Almeida. Oops. There we go. All right, so we got Lucas Almeida. That's not Lucas Almeida. Is there 2 Lucas Almeidas? Yes, there is. Okay, that makes sense. There's 2 Lucas Almeidas. I mean, that makes sense. It's a pretty common name. Anyway, so we got the correct Lucas Almeida now. He's 14-2. He's taking on Andre Fili, who's like 22-10 and no contest. Anyway, good fight. There's not even a bio on Almeida. That's weird. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and break this fight down, or we're going to get this fight underway, I guess, and let World of Mixed Martial Arts 5 break it down. This is going to be a fun one. This fight should be way better than that heavyweight fight. I think both of these guys are going to put some volume for us, so that's cool. Fight begins. Both fighters come together to strike. Almeida scores a jab that finds the right cross blocked. Fili scores with 2 punches out of a sudden flurry, but misses with a low kick. An exchange of strikes doesn't go anywhere. Both fighters move in to engage. Almeida hits a jab, but finds the right cross is blocked. Fili throws 5 punches quickly. My goodness. 3 of them land, but misses with a roundhouse kick to the body. They come together to strike. Fili manages to connect with 2 punches out of a flurry and then hits the right hand. Almeida lands with a quick punch, but finds a big right hand blocked. These guys are throwing volume. I love that. Almeida appears to have suffered a gash under the eye. Okay, so Fili landing and touching him up. Almeida hits a jab, doesn't land a leg kick. Fili lands a jab and a right cross. Both fighters step into strike. Almeida hits a left cross. Fili hits 2 out of a flurry of 4 punches, but doesn't connect with the low kick. They exchange strikes, but nothing really gets through. Come together and trade leather, but neither fighter really does any damage. Looking a bit tense, Almeida moves around the cage. An exchange of strikes does not produce any damage. That sounds about right. There's under a minute left in the round. Okay, both fighters step into strike. Fili scores with a brace of jabs, but doesn't find the mark with the right hook. Almeida scores with a brace of jabs, but doesn't connect with the right hand. Okay. 2 fighters stand and trade strikes, but neither lands anything damaging. End of round 1. Wow. I don't know who I'd give that score to. I'm going to say Fili because he did get the cut on Almeida. So I'm going to say Fili probably got first round. Was an action-packed round. Okay, they again disagree with me. They think Almeida edged the round. I mean, I was going off the cut. It was close, though. I could see it either way. In between rounds, the cut man tries to stop the bleeding on Almeida. We're back underway. Both fighters step into strike. Almeida hits a 2-punch combination with a quick left and a straight right. Fili hits a punch, but is well off target with a head kick. They come together and strike. Fili slips past a right hook, attempts an attack with a pair of jabs, and is followed by a left kick to the rib cage. An exchange strikes doesn't go anywhere. Both fighters come together and strike. Almeida finds a way past the opponent's guard to land a sharp 1-2. Fili nails 3 quick punches from a flurry and then lands a low kick. This is a good back and forth battle. I think that's probably how it'll be in real life. It's going to be a lot of volume. These guys are going to go for it. We passed the halfway point of the round 2. Stand and trade in the center. Neither fighter really does any damage. Almeida shields his opponent, looking pretty relaxed and confident at this point. Both fighters step into strike. Fili blocks a leg kick and counters with a few quick jabs that are followed with a wicked right uppercut. Oh, here we go. Almeida hits the mat. That shot rocked him. So uppercut from Feely drops him here. Feely senses victory and starts to unload with punches, big right hands, few powerful shots. Feely begins to try to get himself into mount. Feely almost gets mount, but Almeida was ready to scramble for position ensues. Almeida ends up having to pull guard, losing out on the scramble. Okay, it's better than getting mounted, so good for Almeida there. Under a minute left in the round, Feely throws a few relatively weak right hands, a few more minor strikes. Basically, he's just throwing like shots to win the round or to finish out the round. Feely definitely won that round with the dropping him with the uppercut. I don't feel like there's any way. But yeah, another good fight or another good round. So the announcers have it tied up 10-9 each round for each guy. I had Feely win in the first and the second round based on the cut in the first and the knockdown in the second. The knockdown in the second's clear. So we'll see. Third round comes up. 1 round remaining. They think they're even. This is much like the last round or the last fight. So there we go. But it's close. It's close. Both fighters moving to engage. Almeida misses a right hook and leaves himself open to be countered with a left jab and then a right head. Oh, jeez. That did damage. Okay. Almeida wobbles but does not go down. He's hurt. He covers up, but Feely is already advancing to try to finish. A flying knee hits, but Almeida blocks some of it with his arms and manages to stay on his feet. Almeida's tough. Look at this. Backpedaling further, Almeida ends up backed up against the cage. Feely steps in to capitalize and unleashes a right high kick. Oh, my goodness. But Almeida steps back far enough to avoid the kick by a fraction of an inch. Almeida clears his head and circles back to the center. Both fighters move in and engage. Almeida misses a right cross that leaves him open to a counter. He's got to quit slinging like that. Feely attacks with 2 jabs and a followed by a right cross. Almeida is still moving well, but he's definitely breathing a little deeper now. Go figure. These 2 fighters in a trade, but neither lands anything damaging. Both fighters step into strike. Almeida's off target with a jab, but lands a low kick. Feely quickly throws four punches, and 2 of them land, and then he hits a kick to the body. Okay, past the halfway point in the round, both fighters come in to strike. I do think Feely's up in this round so far, especially with that big strike that rattled him with the head kick. It should be his fight to win or to fight to lose, I guess, at this point. He should be winning, but we'll see. Almeida lands a left jab and then a right hand taken to the gloves. Feely throws 5 quick punches and lands 3 of them, but can't make contact on the right head kick. Okay. Both fighters step into strike. Feely scores with a brace of jabs, also connects with a quick head. He's head kicking the shit out of this guy. Almeida hits with a left jab and then also nails the right cross. Almeida wobbles. My goodness. But he does not go down. He's like a weeble. Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. He's hurt, but covers up, backs up against the cage. Again, Feely's already advancing, trying to get the finish. Big right hand catches Almeida flush, snaps his head back. Almeida's caught. Oh, man, knocked out. He's caught by a big right hand, or big right hook, that is. And he is out before he hits the ground. There we go. Feely gets the 3rd round knockout, making sure that he gets the win. That was a fun fight. They listed it as fantastic. I think based on the way that went, that is a fantastic fight. That was a fun one. That was a good one. 3:40 of the 3rd round. Feely gets the knockout. If the fight goes like that in real life, we're in for a treat because that sounded fun. Obviously, if you get to see it, it's a little more fun. But all right, what do we got next? Oh, this is a good one. Tagir Ulanbekov takes on Cody Durden. Let's see where we're at here. We need flyweights. Tagir. Cody Durden. Okay. All right. So let's see where we're at. Yes. All right. So we got Tagir versus Cody. We are underway. All right. Right away. There's a takedown attempt from Durden. It's really accurate, guys. This game's spot on with this one. Like right out of the gate, dude's just going for takedowns. Durden couldn't complete the single leg, but does end up standing, holding a leg while Ulanbekov hops on 1 foot in place. Unable to complete the takedown, Durden instead pushes Ulanbekov up against the cage. Isn't pretty, but Durden has Ulanbekov stuck against the cage. They dirty box each other about 60 seconds or so. Durden leans all of his weight up against Ulanbekov, pressing him against the cage. They exchange close quarters, basically just chewing him up against the cage. Obviously, we're past the halfway mark. There's a lot of just cage wrestling, and so far Durden's on the outside of that, so that means he's probably winning. Ref thinks there hasn't been enough going on, so he brings it back in the center. Durden shoots in. That's one thing you can count on from Cody Durden. Dude's going to shoot a ton of takedowns because he's got cardio to do it. Great sprawl from Ulanbekov prevents the takedown. It looked like we were about to see Durden try and get some grappling sorted, but Ulanbekov was more aggressive and took initiative. Ulanbekov finally lands a shot at range. He connects with a jab. It doesn't hit with the leg kick to follow it up. Jab's wide from Ulanbekov, but then he catches Durden with a right hook. A combo that ends with a roundhouse body kick fails to land for Ulanbekov. Ulanbekov was too aggressive, and that last kick was caught. And here we go. Seeing an opportunity, Durden tries to put Ulanbekov on the mat, and Durden gets the takedown. Ulanbekov is in guard. Durden fires a few punches, but they aren't with any great force. Ulanbekov tries to sweep. Durden can't do it, or doesn't let him do it. Time slips away. Durden successfully keeps Ulanbekov stuck against the ground. Okay, so that one's going to be a sense of, I think we got to give that round to Durden simply because he did control up against the cage the whole time. He did get the takedown. He was on top. And although like the few range strikes that were landed were Ulanbekov, you got to assume that the strikes landed by Durden, even though they weren't big shots, are counting for something while he was on top and up against the cage. I'm going to say that Durden got that round. Let's see what they think. Yep, they think Durden took it 10-9 on the scorecard. Makes sense. It's not like the shots at range from Ulanbekov or anything crazy. All right, Ulanbekov closes in on Durden, looking to unleash some strikes. Durden looked like he was going to shoot, but Ulanbekov simply took the initiative first. Fails to find home for a jab, but lands a right hand. Oh, that strike appears to have opened up a small gash underneath the eye of Durden. So under the eye, that's a good thing. You don't want it above the eye. But Durden shoots another takedown. Durden gets a hold of the leg. Ulanbekov, it remains standing, hopping on one foot. It makes sense. Ulanbekov got pretty good takedown defense. I mean, I get it. Durden drives him up against the cage, smothering against the cage. You can't get free. Spend the next minute or so in that position, hitting each other with short punches and to the body and the side of the head, showing his ability to grind opponents. Durden keeping Ulanbekov pressed up against the cage tightly. They remain in the position. Past halfway mark. We got somebody in the chat here. What's up? Hey, where's that? Not showing. Okay. Oh, thanks. So I didn't actually end up picking Steve Garcia. I was going to pick Steve Garcia, and I said he's got a real shot. And then I ended up picking Costa after the whole incident last time. So it was a blunder. I screwed it up. But either way, I did bet the under. So that's what mattered. The fight doesn't go, But yeah, hey, I had the right read, and I just screwed it up with the whole like hospitalization that was potentially pneumonia, they said. I don't know. I don't think it was pneumonia if he fought a week later. But either way. So we're past the halfway point in this round. We've got Durden holding him up against the cage, which is great for Durden. That's what he wants to do. Lack of progress. Fighters are separated by the referee. Ulanbekov lands with a jab and then a right hand. So now it seems that in this fight at range, Ulanbekov is the better striker based on what we're seeing here. Durden's looking for an opening to grapple. Can't get in. Ulanbekov can't set up his jab, but then he lands a low kick to the legs. Durden shoots in looking for a takedown. Ulanbekov can't stop the takedown, and he has to pull guard. I think if this is the way the fight goes, we're going to be in for a close, high-paced battle between these two guys on Saturday. Durden fires a handful of punches, each easily blocked with the gloves. That makes sense. A few more, just starting to decide his next move. Ulanbekov reaches up to try to lock up an arm. Okay. Doesn't let it Durden doesn't let it happen. Durden lunges forward and slams his shoulder into Ulanbekov. Okay, that's an interesting tactic. The round ends. Durden again. I clicked it too soon, but yeah, I also thought Durden got that round just with the takedowns. Although he did get cut, could go either way. That one I could see going either way. Durden definitely took the first, second round real close. I lean Durden just because he was controlling most of the fight. Here we go. Ulanbekov's in deep trouble going in the final round. I think he needs to finish. Potentially. Cutman tries to stop the bleeding from Durden. We go into the third and final round. Ulanbekov hits a jab, then catches Durden with a low kick to the front leg. Circling, Durden clearly wants to shoot in. He's worried about getting hit. Ulanbekov lands two left hands, but misses the attempt with the big head kick. Ulanbekov confidently comes in closer. Durden may have been setting up to shoot, but Ulanbekov was a little more aggressive. Ulanbekov, I'm impressed by how well I've said Ulanbekov over and over. Lands with the left hand, then scores with a leg kick. Here we go. Got Durden circling. He wants to get in and grapple, but obviously he doesn't want to get hit because at range, Tagir is definitely doing the better shots here. A jab hits home from Tagir. Then he scores with a leg kick. Ulanbekov throws a quick punch, doesn't land. Durden quickly shoots on Ulanbekov. Ulanbekov partially defends it and ends up hopping on one foot. This is something we've seen a lot. He's probably going to push him up against the cage here. He's not going down. Durden pushes him up against it. Yep, see? Smothering him against the cage. Another so many seconds go by with short punches. Durden smothering him again. Another bit. He's just eating clock. And that's what Durden's going to want to do against Tagir, especially if Tagir is winning in the striking, which he does have a reach advantage, I think. I could be wrong. I think he does. I think it's like slight, but I think he's shorter but has a longer reach. I might be wrong about that. Anyway, Durden keeps Ulanbekov stuck against the cage. They dirty box each other. basically another stalemate. Referee separates them. All right, they're back in the center with just a few seconds left. Ulanbekov can't connect with the setup strikes and catches Durden with a right hook. Comes forward looking to strike. Basically, at this point, Durden needs to just not get knocked out. So Ulanbekov lands a left hand, then hits with a right hand. Fight comes to an end. Time expires. Okay, third round. I honestly think Tagir probably stole the third round, but I have Durden up 2-0 going into the third. So I'm going to say it's 29-28 Durden. Let's see what they got. They agree that Ulanbekov took the third. Here comes the official scorecards. All three judges scored 29-28 for your winner, Cody Durden, by unanimous decision. Okay, that's how I would have scored it based on that. If it goes similar to that, I could see the same result. However, the cut in the second round is something you got to take into account because Tagir was able to cut Cody Durden in I believe it was the second. Was that the first? I think it was the second. So that is something to take into account. Real life judges, you never know where they're at. So anyway, it was an average fight. There's a lot of cage pushing. It makes sense. But that was cool. That was fun. So far, World Mixed Martial Arts 5 has Randy Brown winning, Shamil Gaziev winning, Andre Feely winning, and Cody Durden. Next, we've got a light heavyweight matchup between Alonzo Menifield and Dustin Jacoby. We got Nate Brown is on Cody, honestly. Okay, I don't mind it. Cody Durden's legit, dude. I've bet on Cody Durden in every single one of his UFC fights so far, except for the Chris Gutierrez fight on short notice. I passed on that one. And he's been an underdog in every fight, I'm pretty sure. So, done pretty well on Cody Durden fights. I haven't made a final pick on this one yet, but yeah, if you're on Patreon, you know where I'm leaning. So that's always fun. But either way, let's see. We got Alonzo taking on Dustin Jacoby. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Okay. This is a fight that I seriously do not have a pick made yet. I've got the rest of the weekend to figure this out, which is today. Let's see. Cody's a workhorse. You're right, dude. He is a workhorse. Dude's got insane cardio. And ever since he figured out that submission defense by just being more gritty, he's looked a lot better. Like his last fight with Hadley, dude, that was fantastic. He looked like $1 million in there, and I bet on him in that one. Obviously, I bet on him every fight. Dude's an underdog in almost every fight, and he does a darn good job. So we got light heavyweights here. Alonzo Menifield, Dustin Jacoby. I really don't have a pick on this one yet. So this is fun. Let's see what World of Mixed Martial Arts 5 says. And I won't let this make my pick. This is a game. It's different. But, it's interesting. So let's see. So we got Menifield and Jacoby. Round one begins. Both fighters move in to engage. Menifield misses with a right hook. Starting off with just a right hook. That's so wild. Leaves himself open to be countered. That makes sense. With a jab and a left roundhouse kick to the body. Come together and strike. Menifield misses a big right hand, putting him off balance again, allowing Jacoby to attack with a good right hand. Exchange of strikes doesn't go anywhere. Honestly, I think that makes a lot of sense. Jacoby's going to be the crisper, cleaner striker here. We got Nate Brown. Swore off Dustin Jacoby after the Azamat. Yeah. Oh, yeah. After Azamat. Dude, he had him in that third, but he just dropped the ball so bad. But you know what? I mean, he was down already, so it's what happens. Can't win them all. But Jacoby's a good striker. He's fighting Alonzo Menifield, who hits hard, but isn't as polished. So that's interesting. Anyway, both fighters step into strike. Menifield misses with a big right hand. Again, he's just slinging bombs, which is kind of what he does sometimes. Gets countered with a jab and a right hook. Jacoby moves into his southpaw stance, come together and strike. Jacoby hits a counter right hand, or counters a right hand, with a jab and a big left hand to the body. Just misses. Okay, the big left hand misses. Both fighters come to strike. Jacoby feints to one side, causing Menifield to react, leaving him off balance. Menifield misses a right cross, leaves him wide open again to counter. Jacoby comes in with a right hand and then a left hand that landed clearly. Quick exchange of strikes, no damage produced. Jacoby's clearly dog walking him right now. And I think Menifield would be better off to try to wrestle at this point in the fight. The two combatants come into the center and start to strike. Jacoby finds a good angle and lands a nice 1-2. Menifield scores with a great right hook. Okay, see, there you go. That's what he needs. Just like one big shot because the guy hits like a freight train. Yeah, look at that. That could change the whole fight right there. Menifield has been cut above his eye from Jacoby just landing these shots. So anyway, we got two fighters. The two fighters come in. Nothing really lands. Jacoby's clearly winning this round. Jacoby counters a right hand with a big kick to the lead leg. Both fighters in the center. A successful feint leaves leaves him wide open. Menifield misses a right hook and gets countered with a jab and a big left hand that just misses. Jacoby goes back to his traditional stance, moving into the final 60 seconds of the round. Both fighters in the center. Jacoby slips past a right hook attempt and hits with a quick jab and a quick kick. The two combatants meet in the middle. Jacoby uses his left hand and does not find the right hook. Menifield connects cleanly with a right hand. If he connects cleanly, though, like his 2 or 3 shots, the way he hits, he's got a shot without. We got somebody in the chat. Let's see. Let's go. He had one chance to win, and he did nothing with it. Can't money behind somebody. Yeah, dude, I get that. He had that chance to win, and he just dropped the ball. Jacoby should have won that fight in that 3rd round, but whatever. I mean, this is a different fight, and he should be the better striker than Menifield. So who knows? Which it's showing right here on World Mixed Martial Arts 5. Get yourself a copy. The link's in the description. Menifield hits a jab with a Menifield hits a jab, but has the right hand blocked. Jacoby lands a nice high roundhouse kick. Menifield is being totally outstruck in this one so far. Yeah, clearly. He's got a puncher's chance, though, of course. Anyone that has much power in their hands always does. Yeah, I agreed. I agree. Menifield backs off until pressed against the cage, dazed but alert enough to know to retreat and cover up. Jacoby follows, sensing a chance to end the fight and here and now. So he hit him hard, got him back up against the cage. Menifield eats a right hook and is barely able to stand anymore. The cage is the only reason that he's still upright. Not looking good for him, but the round ends. Menifield's still in it. 10-9 Jacoby. I agree with that. He wasn't able to drop. If he had dropped him in that final sequence, I might have said it was a 10-8 because it was clear outstriking. Let's see. The corner is trying to close up the cut for on Menifield. Back underway. Both fighters come to strike. Jacoby dodges a right hand and counterattacks with a sequence of quick jabs that are followed by a spinning kick. Dude's getting a little frisky in there, guys. Jacoby slips past a right hook, counters with a left hook. We'll sit in the middle. Slips past him. Okay, that makes sense. Jacoby counters right hand with a sequence of jabs followed by a right cross. Let's see, we got Dustin 100% the better striker after that performance. In a few interviews, I kind of feel like he's just not very bright. Nate, you might be right. I mean, I don't know. The dude's taken a lot of fights. He's, kickboxing champ. You can only eat so many shots to the head before you're not quite there anymore. But I don't know. He doesn't seem like he's dense. But then again, a lot of fighters are kind of dumb. So I mean, that's what happens. So anyway, I mean, not like fighters are just dumb inherently, but like you get hit in the head a lot. Sometimes you just kind of aren't that good. You're not that sharp anymore. So I'm impressed that I have as good of memory as I do for a guy who's been punched in the head as many times as I have. But anyway, quick strikes. 2 fighters engage. Nothing lands. Menifield is moving forward. He's definitely breathing a little bit. Moving to the center. Jacoby slips past a right hook and attempts to attack with a brace of jabs that are followed by a right cross. Jacoby is slowing a little. Okay. Starts getting into the gas tank a bit. The 2 combatants meet in the middle and start to strike. Jacoby counters a body kick with a quick left jab and a left kick to the rib cage. Meet in the middle. Slips past the right hook again. Hits with a quick left jab. Great right hook. Meet the center, showing good technique. Jacoby lights up his opponent with 4 quick punches. Menifield connects cleanly with a right hand. See, that's it. Like if he just keeps connecting with those big rights, I mean, that's Menifield starts bleeding again though. That eye. Let's see, last minute round. Here we go. Jacoby counters the right hand with a left to the body. 2 fighters engage. Menifield connects with a left hand. Jacoby scores with a jab and connects with a quick head kick. Oof. Menifield immediately covers up and tries to retreat, only to end up against the cage. I think he's dazed. Menifield regains his wits just in time to duck under a head kick that would have surely ended the fight. Having apparently cleared his head, Menifield is able to circle away from the cage and return to the center. Looking a bit tense, Menifield moves around the cage. Both fighters step into strike. Menifield counters a leg kick with a good right hand. Time expires. Okay. Another clear 10-9 round for Jacoby, borderline 10-8 because, like I was saying, like if he was able to drop him, it'd be a 10-8, but it's that close. So Menifield needs a finish. Honestly, if you're Menifield's corner, you're telling the guy, look, you need to go out there and grapple. You need to go out there and start looking for a takedown because clearly the striking isn't working for you. Like, understand he's landing some big shots. Jacoby's pretty tough. He's pretty durable. You're not just dropping the guy like that. So I do think that for Menifield, he needs to go out there and try to grapple in this round and try and get a ground and pound finish. But what do I know? Yep, 10-9 for Jacoby on their scorecard card as well. Pretty obvious. Let's see. Yep, Menifield's in trouble. Bleeding. Menifield is 10 to do by the cut man. Last round. Menifield misses a right cross that leaves him open to a counter. This is the story of the fight right here, guys. Jacoby attacks with a sequence of quick jabs that are followed by a quick spin kick to the ribs. Human engage. Menifield hits a left hand. Jacoby uses a left jab and also lands a powerful right hook. Menafield hits the floor. He's been knocked out. Yeah, it was a matter of time. Dustin Jacoby wins by knockout. It was a good fight. 49 seconds into the third round. Dude, after you take the damage that Menafield did in those first 2 rounds, the fact that he didn't go down once, that was pretty good. But yeah, the game plan wasn't there. According to the game, real life is probably going to be way different. The game plan wasn't there. Jacoby gets the win by knockout. Definitely interesting. That was fun. All right, we're going to move on to the next one. What do we have? We've got the women's flyweights. Women's flyweights. All right, so flyweight. Casey O'Neill. All right, Lipsky. This is another one that I don't actually have my pick made yet. So here we go. The fights prior, I already had my picks made, but the last 2, I'm not. So at least my picks are like sort of made. They're not. None of them are like finalized yet, except for a couple. But you guys know where that's at. If you watched the live stream that we did on Blood Money's channel, I gave away a couple of my predictions already. Let's see. Nothing else in the chat. Getting a lot of messages now. Whatever. Anyway, we got Casey O'Neill versus Ariane Lipsky. This should be a fun one. Lipsky uses a left jab, but O'Neill dodges with the quick kick. Jab lands from Lipsky, but O'Neill evades the big right hand. O'Neill comes in looking for a takedown. Lipsky cannot stop the takedown. That sounds par for the course. O'Neill fires some rights, but Lipsky is troubled by them. O'Neill blocks Lipsky's attempt as she tries to scramble. O'Neill unloads with some right hands, but Lipsky's dealt with him comfortably. Lipsky needs to try to work for some position here. She gets shut down. O'Neill unloads with some right hands, but Lipsky deals with them comfortably. O'Neill stops Lipsky from trying to start some scrambles. Basically just the same thing. Lipsky tries to switch to butterfly guard, but it's prevented. Dealing with basically just light stuff. Nothing's happening. Just holding her down. O'Neill unloads with some shots. Nothing hurts. Basically, she's winning in the top game. Lipsky looking to scramble. Wasn't able to get enough stuff, and she controls side. Wait, did I say side control? Let's go back. Yeah, she secures side control. Okay, so O'Neill's now in side control. Fires away his punches, no damage. Lipsky tries to move to guard, but doesn't allow it. O'Neill lands a few right hands, which takes a moment to plan ahead. Nothing. End of the round. O'Neill wins that one on control. No big damage done, but yeah, that was clear. Not much happened. There you go. That's why I skipped through a lot of that, but not much happened in that round. But yeah, definitely an O'Neill round 10-9. Easy. Back underway. Lipsky attacks with strikes. O'Neill misses with a left hand in the exchange. Lipsky connects with a jab, but misses when she attempts a big head kick. Fair enough. Lipsky comes forward. O'Neill fires off a counter jab, doesn't connect. Lipsky can't connect with her setup strikes, but then she hits a scything kick to the legs of O'Neill. What do we got in the chat here? Nate Brown's picking O'Neill, but I'm not betting on WMMA. That being said, I've said that 100 times, but I still bet him anyway. I love betting on women's MMA. I don't know. There's just a lot of spots you can identify if you do it right, and sometimes you miss, sometimes you don't. I thought we hit on Dos Santos yesterday, but guess what? The judges thought otherwise. So anyway, so Lipsky landed a sick kick here to the legs of O'Neill. Lipsky lands 3 of 3 quick punches and then hits a right hand. Lipsky fails to find home with her jab, then lands a nice right head kick. My goodness. Okay. Lipsky's clearly the better striker here, according to this game. So that's interesting. O'Neill staggered backwards, looking dazed. That last blow really rocked. I mean, it was a head kick, so that makes sense. Lipsky lands a right uppercut, but did not get all of it. O'Neill is partially blocked it to save her. Lipsky comes forward. The two fighters exchanging. Counter jab, but doesn't connect from O'Neill. Lipsky connects with a nice jab, and then she scores with a right cross. Lipsky misses all the strikes in a combination that ended with a head kick attempt. She still got her on the back foot, though. O'Neill moves in for the clinch, uses a nice knee strike from the grapple, and clinches Lipsky to the side of the stomach. Connects with Lipsky to the side of the wow. Okay. Sorry, guys. A little off there. Anyway, moves to the second half of the round. O'Neill hits Lipsky with a big strike that big strike to the body from the okay, so she's still in the clinch. Got it. Missed that part. Okay, Lipsky gets caught with a knee. O'Neill is trying to push Lipsky up against the cage. She achieves it. With Lipsky stuck against the cage, O'Neal tries to complete a takedown by going low and grabbing both legs. Lipsky can't stop the takedown, gives up side control. O'Neal punches down, but, nothing really big. Let's see. Lipsky tries to move to guard, stops it. End of the round. Coming quickly. Let's see. Small strikes, nothing. Okay. Real quick in the chat. What do we got? Let's see. Just hate that Santos stopped fighting in the second. We really thought she was going to KO Talita. Yeah, I agree. I do agree. And there's a case to be made that Talita won the second. But I think the third was clearly Jaime Amanda's round, or Dos Santos. I clearly thought she won the third. I mean, it wasn't because it was like complete dominance, but I thought she was clearly the better fighter in the third. So I don't know. But either way, I don't know. You can't complain too much. She did kind of stop with the effort. So there's that. So the round 2 ends. So in this one, I would give that round to Lipsky because she on the feet did a lot. And although O'Neal got the takedown, I don't think she did much with it. So I'm going to give that round to Lipsky. I think we're tied up 1 round apiece. Okay, but they think it went to O'Neal. All right. Interesting. So with 1 round left, they think Lipsky needs a finish. Okay. Red marks on the body of Lipsky shows, oh, yeah, all those knees to the body. Okay, all right. I kind of get that. All right. Final round. Lipsky can't connect with a jab, but then hits her with a big straight right. Doesn't hit with a setup jab, but then hits with a high right head kick. Okay. For the first time, Lipsky's starting to breathe a little heavier. Fair enough. She's throwing a lot of volume and getting taken down. They exchange strikes. Nothing lands significantly. Lipsky moves in on O'Neal, preparing to throw. Jabs wide, but she lands a big right hand. O'Neal shoots a takedown, and she gets it. All right. O'Neal's winning this. She's grinding it out from here. Got 100% takedown rate in this fight. Yep. Just grinding her out. Yep. We're just going through that. Oh, wow. Hold on. What did I miss? Okay. Lipsky uses her underhook. Let's see. And works her way to a standing position with the under. Okay, cool. So Lipsky got back to her feet with 1:35 left. That's surprising. They're now standing and clinched. O'Neal hits Lipsky with a knee strike to the body. It's not good for her. End of the round's coming quick. Knee strike to the body. Hiccuped a little bit there. O'Neal hits Lipsky with a knee strike to the body again. Yeah, O'Neal's got her up against the cage. O'Neal looks for a takedown. She gets the takedown. Time runs out. Yeah, definitely. For me, it's 29-28 O'Neal in this fight, but they're probably going to go 30-27 if they fall, what the commentators were saying in this one. So for me, it's 29-28 though. Official scores. All 3 judges saw it 30-27. So they really favored the grappling there. Casey O'Neal gets the win. Yeah, okay, fair. I wouldn't argue with that. I wouldn't argue with that scorecard at all. What do we got here? That's kind of how I see it going. Lipsky moving a lot, missing a lot, getting pressured. Yeah, I agree. If Lipsky's not able to get the striking going and landing like big shots on the feet, she's probably going to get controlled on the mat because Lipsky's really content to work off her back, and that's not really something that you want to see if you're on the Lipsky side. So, although I thought she won the second round, so there is that. I mean, that's not that it matters. She still did the fight, but you know. Cody Garbrandt. Brian Kelleher. Is that the correct fight? Yes, that's the next one up. So we got Cody Garbrandt, Brian Kelleher. This is interesting because we all know that Cody Garbrandt isn't the same Cody Garbrandt that he once was. Well, he still has those skills. It's just the durability's not there. Brian Kelleher, yeah, his last 5 fights they don't look that great when you just look at the record, but who he's losing to is pretty good level. So let's see. So this is a good fight. I think it's well matched. So let's see where it goes here. Okay, an exchange of strikes does not produce any damage. Kelleher steps in. Let's see. Kelleher lands 1 of a flurry of quick punches, but the right hand's blocked. Garbrandt lands a left jab and also connects cleanly to the right hand. Kelleher steps in, pushed all the way by Garbrandt. Kelleher scores with 3 punches out of a sudden flurry, but finds a big right hand blocked. With quick hands, Garbrandt punches and bunches 4 rapid strikes. Yeah, okay. Both the boxing here is pretty good, like between these two guys right now. See, displaying some good boxing. Kelleher throws a flurry of 3 punches that ends up with a right hook. Garbrandt scores with a jab and also connects cleanly with a right hand. So it's kind of like Kelleher steps in, throws his shots. Garbrandt sees it coming, does what he's got to do, counters back. Let's see. Garbrandt steps in to engage. Garbrandt lands 1-2. Kelleher nails one quick punch from a flurry, but finds the big right hand blocked. We go past halfway point in the round. Two fighters engage with big strikes. Neither lands anything worthwhile. Stepping in, Kelleher looks to engage. Garbrandt lands a left jab, but finds his right cross blocked. Kelleher uses a pair of jabs, but has a right hand absorbed by the gloves. Stepping in, Kelleher looks to engage. Kelleher scores with a brace of jabs, but doesn't connect with the low kick. Garbrandt nails three quick punches from the flurry, but misses with the right hook to the ribs. Garbrandt stands ready and moves in on Kelleher. Kelleher finds a good angle and lands a nice 1-2. Garbrandt is off target with the left jab, but hits with a good right hand. Let's see, we've got a minute left in the round. Moving in. Garbrandt lands a 1-2. Kelleher lands two quick jabs and falls with a nice right hook. Kelleher steps into strike. Garbrandt lands a left hook. Kelleher throws 5 quick punches and lands 3 of them, but doesn't connect with the right hand of the body. Time expired. Okay, real close round. Let's see, what do we got? Nate Brown says something. Nate Brown says, Brian is always game. I just don't know if he can take the shots from Cody. Dude can still crack. You are damn right. Cody can still crack, but he can't take those shots either. So that's kind of what it is. And I think both guys in this, like, you saw they were both moving into strike, but nobody was really going in looking for bombs. And I think if he lands a big power shot, it's going to be tough. I'm going to edge the first round to Kelleher here because I do think that they both landed quite somewhere around the same amount. I'm going to say that because Kelleher was taking the initiative most of the time, that we're going to give it to him, but it could go either way. I won't be surprised either way. Let's see. Action-packed round. They gave it to Kelleher 10-9. Yep, that's kind of what I saw. Round 2, Garbrandt stands ready as Kelleher moves in. And see, that's the thing. That's why Cody Garbrandt kind of gave up the first round in my eyes, is he's standing there ready looking to counter, and Garbrandt is kind of letting Kelleher go first. So even if they're both landing at the same clip, the guy who going first is usually going to get the win on the scorecard. So, whatever. But Garbrandt scores with a left hook to the side of the body. Kelleher throws a flurry of 3 punches that ends with a right hook. Kelleher steps in. Garbrandt misses a jab, but lands with a left hand to the body. So he doubled up that lead hand. That was nice. Kelleher scores with 2 punches out of a sudden flurry, but off target with a head kick. Stepping in, Kelleher looks to engage. Kelleher lands 4-strike combination that ends with a right cross. Garbrandt scores with a jab and also a nice right hook. So it's like Kelleher's landing the volume, and then Garbrandt, after the volume striking from Kelleher, is able to come back with 2 big shots, but he's just getting outlanded. Moving forward, Kelleher looks to strike. Garbrandt stands ready. Garbrandt lands a left jab, also a low kick. Kelleher, 3 out of a 4-punch combo, misses an attempted shot to the body. Okay. So he was going to the body at the end of the combo, missed that. All right. So Garbrandt lets Kelleher stand and engage. Kelleher hits a left jab, also connects cleanly to the right hand. Garbrandt misses with a left jab, but hits a good right hand. Change to strikes, nothing comes of it. Garbrandt stands ready as Kelleher moves in. Kelleher hits a pair of jabs. It comes up short on the body kick. Right cross from Garbrandt. Strike. Kelleher misses with a brace of jabs, but hits with a left roundhouse to the body. Garbrandt finds a good angle, though, and lands a nice 1-2. Kelleher steps in, uses the jab, right hand's blocked. Garbrandt scores with a great right hook. Garbrandt does have a nice right hook. That's something that he's always had, actually. So that's, there's that. He's got that beautiful right hand. And the right hook, specifically for Garbrandt, is just been money in his career. Moving forward, Kelleher looks to strike. Garbrandt's ready. Let's see. Kelleher lands a left jab, but does not connect the right hand. Garbrandt lands a left jab, also hits the left body. Let's engage. Garbrandt misses with the left jab, but lands the left hand to the body. I like that he's doubling up the lead hand. That's a good trick here, a good tactic against a guy that's trying to come in, because you can circle off with that, even to the power side. But if you got volume coming at the same time, a lot of times the lead hand's going to land, almost always the lead hand's going to land before the rear of your opponent. So you're landing with the quick shots as opposed to the power shots. Let's see. Okay, so Kelleher manages to connect with only 1 punch out of a flurry and then scores with a great right hook. Time expires in round 2. Yeah, definitely another Kelleher round. I think Cody needs to get a finish if he wants to win, but, yeah, I agree. Okay. Kelleher comes in, misses with a right hook, leaves himself open to be countered with a jab, but low kick narrowly misses. Kelleher moves in strike, scores left hook. Garbrandt uses a left jab, but also hits a wicked right uppercut. Whoa, hold up. I missed that. Kelleher is knocked down. Okay, so here it is. So Garbrandt, he used his jab, but he also hit a wicked right uppercut. So it's like a 1-6 combo, just boom, boom. That's like a Rob Font style combo. Hits that, knocks him down. Garbrandt says his victory, starts to unload with punches. Garbrandt pounds away. Kelleher is taking heavy shot after heavy shot. It's looking like a finish for Garbrandt. We still got 4:25. Let's see. With Kelleher taking a breath, the referee that's it. Stops the fight. Cody Garbrandt come from behind victory. Down 2 rounds. TKO. He wins 52 seconds of the 3rd round in a fantastic fight. Yeah, I mean, realistically, that is a way this fight could play out. I mean, that's both guys trying to box. Garbrandt's got that wicked power, I could see that. That's definitely a possible outcome. That was fun. Guys, I like that one. Next up, we're already at fight number 8, it looks like. We've got Irina Aldana and Carol Hossa. So we're looking at the women's bantamweight. Oh, wait, why am I on that? We want to go here. Okay. Neither of these ladies have a bio. That's unfortunate. I should probably add that. Okay. There it is. Okay. So here we go. We are here. We've got the 2 ladies squaring off. I'm not going to give away my pick on this one, but I don't think this fight's I don't think it's as close as the line suggests. I know. Either way, I'm not going to give away, but let's see what World of Mixed Martial Arts 5 thinks. They come in and strike. Aldana quickly throws a punch that lands and then scores a left kick to the body. Get some in the chat. Yes, Aldana all day. Hossa starts too slow. It's a fair assessment there, Nate. I definitely get that. Definitely get that take. Let's see. Hossa throws 4 quick punches and lands 3 of them. Okay, but only finds gloves with the right hand. Okay. Let's go back to where I was at. Why I did that. Anyway, both fighters move into the center. Aldana scores with 2 punches out of a flurry, but doesn't reach with the hook to the body. Hossa scores 2 punches with a flurry and then scores with the right hook. They're both landing strikes now. Let's see. So Aldana scores with 3 punches out of a flurry and then lands a low kick. Hossa scores 1 punch out of a sudden flurry and then scores with a left kick to the body. 2 fighters engage. Aldana finds a good angle, lands a nice 1-2. Hossa scores with 3 punches out of a sudden flurry but misses with a head kick attempt. They engage in the center. Hossa finds a good angle. That's a nice 1-2. Showing her boxing technique, Aldana hits a nice 4-punch combination. Oh, man, if you're getting 4-punch combinations landed where all 4 are landing, that's something right there. Let's see. Second half of the round, Aldana comes forward to attack. Hossa hits 2 counter left hands. Stepping in, Aldana throws 4 quick punches, 2 of which land, but Hossa avoids the big right. Comes a new gauge. Aldana lands a jab, but the right hook's blocked. Hossa lands with a quick punch, but misses with the right hook. 2 fighters come forward and engage. Hossa lands 3 out of quick flurry of punches. Right hand's blocked. Aldana finds a good angle and lands a nice 1-2. That's kind of what we're seeing here. Aldana's the clear better boxer, but Hossa's still landing shots. Here we go. Both fighters meet the center. Okay, showing off her great hand speed, Hossa hits a nice 4-punch combination. Okay. Showing good technique, Aldana blitzes her opponent with a rapid 6-punch flurry. An errant finger caught Aldana in the eye. She backs off, clutching her face. Eye pokes are a real thing, folks. Eye pokes are a real thing. She gets a few moments to recover in a neutral corner, and they fight again in the cage. Obviously, they're not going to commentate on the thing because there's no reason to. So anyway, both fighters step into strike. Aldana finds a way past her opponent's guard and lands a sharp 1-2. Hossa hits a nice 4-punch combo. Now she's landing them. Okay. That's a close round. I'm going to give that one to Hossa. And let's see. What are they going to say? 10-9 Hossa. Okay. Yep. So they agree. I think she just landed the better shots that round. Could go either, but I think she landed the better shots. Round number 2. Let's see what we got. Don't think an eye poke happens. I mean, there's not a lot of fights where I'm predicting an eye poke, but it definitely could, especially if they're going to be boxing the whole time. You never know. It's throwing hands and an errant eye poke. Anything can happen. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't bet on an eye poke to happen in this fight. If that's, this wouldn't be my fight that I would say is most likely to have an eye poke. But Can happen. In fact, more fighters should do it. I know it's against the rules, but you can get away with it usually, and you can get away with one and just get warned. So, Aldana doesn't connect with a brace of jabs, but scores with a right hook. Hossa punches and bunches with a 5 rapid strikes, whatever, meet in the center. Showing off for great boxing, Aldana gets her opponent to cover up with 3 quick punches and then goes to the body with a hook. Ooh, Hossa comes back, though, lands 4 quick punches. That's good. Exchange of strikes. Nothing really crazy happens. Meet the center. Hossa scores with 2 punches out of a flurry and then connects with the right hand. Aldana throws 5 quick punches, lands 4 of them, but doesn't connect with the right hand. Both fighters come in and strike. Aldana throws 3 quick punches and lands 2 of them, but finds a big right hand block. Hossa lands 2 jabs, also hits with a roundhouse kick to the body. We're halfway point in the round. Both fighters meet in the center. Aldana scores with 3 punches out of a sudden flurry, but then finds a big right hand block. Hossa nails 3 quick punches from a flurry, but fails to land the body shot. 2 combatants meet in the center. Aldana, quick punch, but misses with the right hand. Let's see. Hossa, a couple of jabs, misses the right hook, meet in the center. Hossa, 2-punch combination, a quick left straight. Aldana uses a pair of left jabs, also lands a left to the body. Let's see. We move into the final 60 seconds of the round. Both step in strike. Aldana quickly throws 5 punches, lands 3 of them, but has the right hand blocked. That's a lot of that. Like the big finishing shot of the combination has been blocked by both of these ladies in a lot of those. So it's kind of like you're just seeing a lot of volume and not a lot of big shots. Hossa hits a punch, but can't connect with the kick to the body. Fighters come together and strike. Aldana quickly throws 3 punches, lands 2 of them, and then hits the right hand. Okay, so she landed her big shot at the end, but doesn't matter much. Let's see. Hossa, 2 jabs, misses the right hand, or blocks. Okay. That was a really close round. Let's say I'm going to say Aldana might have taken that one. I won't be surprised either way. Okay, so they said it was incredibly close. They said Hossa came out on top. So by their scorecards, Aldana needs a finish. Yeah, maybe. I wouldn't be mad if somebody scored that for Hossa based on that. It was super close. The only reason I said Aldana is the body shot that I thought she landed. That was pretty good. But either way, let's see. They come together and strike. And 1-2 from Hossa. Aldana nails 4 quick punches from the flurry, but doesn't connect with the big right hook. Let's see. Aldana is slowing a little as she starts to get into the gas tank a bit. The 2 fighters engage in the middle. Aldana comes forward, walking down Hossa. Exchange. 3-punch combo from Hossa. They're all defended. Let's see. Exchange in the middle. Nothing goes through. Both fighters meet the center. Hossa attacks with 5 quick punches. Lands 4 of them, but gets the right hand blocked. Aldana scores with 4 punches out of a flurry, but doesn't reach with a hook to the body. Aldana comes forward. Hossa hits with a jab in the exchange. Quick flurry of punches from Aldana. Sees 2 of 3 hit home, but big right hand follow-up misses. Past the halfway mark of the round, they come together and strike. Aldana lands 2 of a flurry of quick punches. Doesn't connect with the right hand. Nice 6-punch combination from Hossa. That'll steal a round right for you. They come together. Aldana nails 3 quick punches from a flurry and then lands a leg kick. Okay, that looks good. Hossa hits a pair of jabs, also connects with the big right hand. We move into the final 60 seconds of the round. This round's looking good for Hossa. Let's see. Aldana comes forward. 2 fighters exchange. Hossa lands exchange. Aldana moves in behind 4 quick punches, one of them finding home, but Hossa evades with big right hand to the body. 2 fighters engage. We've got a few seconds left. Hossa scores with 2 punches out of a sudden flurry and then hits a right cross. Aldana nails 4 quick punches from a flurry and then lands a low kick. Time expires. I think Hossa took that round. I think she has it 29-28, but 30-27 would not be surprising. Nate, if this is the way the fight goes, you're in trouble, brother. They gave that round to Aldana. Okay, so I've disagreed with them twice, but we still came to the same scorecard. All 3 judges are, or let's see. No, Judge 1 gives it 29-28 in favor of Aldana. Okay, maybe you're not in trouble. Maybe you're not. Judge 3 scores it 29-28 Hossa. Judge number Scoot. Oh, dude. Okay. There you go, Nate. You win. Aldana gets it done 29-28 via split decision. Wow. Great fight. Split decision, Aldana. I could see that happening. A close striking battle back and forth. That would be interesting. What do you got, Nate? Here, see. Hossa would have to look pretty improved from her last 2 fights for the fight to actually play out like this, in my opinion. Yeah, or Aldana doesn't show up as well because she had her title shot and then just doesn't come back in the weight. That happens to people sometimes. So I do agree with you that I think, like, from what we've seen so far, Aldana should be leaps and bounds ahead in the striking. But it's hard to say after a title fight. Some people just don't come back the same. You see them get the title shot, and then after that, they're not there anymore. They're just not the same as they once were. So we got that. I do not have much time left, so we might not get through all these fights. That's a shame. But if we don't hit them all, that's okay. We're still going to go up in order. So we're going to go to featherweights. This one is a fun one. The short notice matchup. We got Josh Emmett versus Thug Nasty. Bryce Mitchell. Okay, there we go. Short notice for Thug Nasty. There's no way for me to actually program that in. Let's see. What do you got, Nate, here? Aldana would win 1 and 2, but possibly drop the third. That actually is true because you were right. Osa does start a little slow, but Aldana's faded in the past. So, Nate, I understand that one for sure. But let's see where this one goes because I am exposed to this fight quite a bit if you are on the Patreon. So, I'm not going to tell you where, but I'm exposed to this fight. All right. We are underway. Emmett comes forward, and the two fighters start trading blows. Let's see. So Mitchell fires away with, Mitchell fires off a counter jab. Emmett lands 2 left hands, and then he scores with a right cross. Emmett comes forward. The two fighters engage, start blows. Mitchell hits 2 counter right hands. Emmett comes in with a flurry of 5 quick punches, landing 3 of them, and then he scores with a right cross. Emmett forces an exchange of strikes. Mitchell lands 2 right hands in the exchange. Okay, so the way I'm picturing this is just Mitchell's just standing there. It's like boom, cross, cross. That's hard to do from a seat, but either way. So my form was pretty bad there. Nate's got Josh by TKO. Short notice nature does say that is a definite possibility, but right now Bryce just firing right hands and that's it. Attacking with intent. Emmett scores with 5 out of a flurry of 5 punches. That's fantastic. And then he hits a nice straight right. Emmett confidently comes closer. Mitchell hits 2 quick jabs and then had no power behind them at all. Oh, that's brutal. That's just mean. Stepping in, Emmett lands 3 quick punches and then hits a right hand. I don't know why Mitchell's not even trying to grapple, but whatever. A jab is wide from Emmett, but then he catches Mitchell with a crunching right hook. Emmett throws quick punches, doesn't hit. Mitchell moves in fast and clinches with Emmett. Okay, so this is where he needs to be if he wants to win, because realistically at range, Emmett does hit harder. Like, I understand everybody's like, oh, yeah, Emmett doesn't have power because he doesn't get knockouts. The thing that people miss is that power isn't just knockouts. Knockdowns or, like, stumbling guys, that's a sense of power as well. And Emmett can definitely stumble you, and he can definitely knock you down. So there is that. So anyway, Emmett is stuck in the clinch from Mitchell. Is where we left off. We're at the halfway point of the round. Mitchell hits Emmett with a knee strike to the body as they grapple. Mitchell tries to wrestle Emmett backwards up against the cage, and it ends up back up against the cage. With the cage trapping Emmett, Mitchell tries to set up a suplex. Let's go. This fight just got wild. Mitchell can't get Emmett down to the ground. I mean, you try to suplex, brother. Like, what'd you expect? Mitchell has solid control and appears he's trying to set up another suplex attempt. This is wild. Emmett grabs the cage to block the takedown. What do we got? Nate Brown back here. Bryce hasn't had enough time to heal his cuts. He's going to get busted up super early. He sure could. But if he starts suplexing guys, I mean, but here, obviously, Emmett stops it with a cage grab. The referee spots it and gives a verbal warning because referees don't actually do anything when you stop a takedown with a cage grab, which is super frustrating. This game's holding up pretty accurate right there. Because, like, if somebody's going to suplex someone and the guy stops it by grabbing the cage, that's an immediate point deduction if you ask me. That suplex takes a lot of energy. Now, in this instance, Bryce is going to be fatigued from trying to do 2 suplexes in a row, one of which was stopped by an illegal maneuver. I think you take a point. That's just me. And that it would be the same if Emmett tried the same thing and Bryce did. I'm not trying to say one way or the other. I'm just saying that's a blatant illegal move. The referees suck when they don't take that. It's one thing if you grab the cage and it's just kind of like, I mean, it's cheating, but it's not like, it doesn't do anything it doesn't cause any issues in the fight. That was blatant. So anyway, Mitchell going with the foot stomps. Okay. He sets up another suplex attempt. Mitchell can't get him down. Yeah, because he cheated the second time. So Mitchell's gotten a hold of that. He's looking for another suplex. Homie just wants a suplex. That's all he's just going suplex city here. Lifts the opponent. Yeah, he gets it. He gets the suplex. Bryce Mitchell suplexes Josh Emmett. This is wild. This is absolutely wild. If Bryce Mitchell actually hits a suplex in the first round on Josh Emmett, I'm going to lose my shit. Mitchell throws some small strikes, but he is clearly taking a moment to try and catch his breath. Yeah, I mean, I'd be winded too if I just tried like 4 to 5 times to suplex a guy. Mitchell attempts to get to the mount. Emmett desperately tries to fight the mount, and they find themselves scrambling for position. There's like 30 seconds left to fight too. Scramble sees Mitchell up first, and he is quick to grab a waist lock on Emmett, gaining back control. Mitchell tries to push Emmett face first up against the cage. That's good. That's a good way to go from that position. But Emmett struggles and doesn't allow it. Okay, so they're still in the middle. Doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah, that's a hard fight to score. The suplex could win you over on the judges' scorecards, and he did land some good knees in the clinch, but I'm going to give it to Emmett because he landed pretty much all of the good striking exchanges. I wouldn't blame a judge for giving that one to Emmett or to Mitchell, though. That suplex probably stole the hearts. Nope, but the commentators here give it 10-9 to Emmett. And as you saw in the last fight, the commentators aren't always right in this game. They're just commentating as if it's like, Joe Rogan out there is giving his opinion. Because like in the last one, they said Hossa should have won the fight, but she didn't. She lost a split decision. So anyway, they give it to Emmett there. I agree with that. Next one, both fighters meet in the center. Mitchell hits a right hand. He's still just spamming crosses at range. That's what he's doing. Emmett hits a pair of jabs, but doesn't connect with the low kick. Emmett moves in closer, ready to attack. It looked like we were about to see Mitchell try to get some grappling started, but Emmett, more aggressive, took the initiative. Quick flurry of punches from Emmett, sees 3 of 3 hit home, and then lands a vicious right cross. Ooh, Mitchell wobbles, then falls. He's down. Emmett quickly pounces, looking to rain down punches. Nate, this is looking like what you said. Emmett fires away. Mitchell is eating powerful shot after powerful shot. The referee jumps in, saves Mitchell from taking more shots. Dude burned himself out going for that suplex, guys. That was it. Like the suplex was, there you go. Literally what you said, Nate. You're a fortune teller. Let me tell you. Josh Emmett gets the TKO over Bryce Thug Nasty. Yeah, you called it, man. Called it. If it goes like that, there you go. Fantastic fight. I do agree. This is gonna be a fun fight, regardless of who wins. I do hope we get to see Bryce Mitchell go for suplexes in the first. I think that just make it really exciting. So that was fun. We at least got time for one more. Another one that we really want to see. This is good. We're getting into the big fights here. Cool. So we're at welterweight here. We are gonna go. I don't know why we still got these guys at welterweight, but we're gonna go Vicente and Ian Gary. Oh, I think there he is. Ian Gary. Okay. All right. Let's see what we're doing. Okay. I got time for at least one more. We'll see after that. I might not have time to get through the whole card. We've still got, 4 fights after this? I don't think we'll make the whole thing. We'll see. Maybe this one ends quick. All righty. So, opening bell. 2 fighters engage. Gary throws 3 quick punches and lands 2 of them and then lands a spin kick to the body. Oof, that's a bad start for Luque. Luque lands a quick punch but doesn't connect with the right hand of the body. Luque rolls his shoulders to relieve a little. Oh, geez. Okay, so he's already feeling tense. That's not good for Luque there. Rightfully so, though. Right out of the gate, Gary lands a spin kick to the body. That's not what you want to see if you're Luque. Luque nails 2 quick punches from a flurry, but doesn't connect with the low kick. Gary scores with 3 punches out of a sudden flurry, then misses with the spinning back kick. If he starts throwing spinning back kicks like this, Luque could really get the grappling going. That could be a good opportunity for him. Luque glances at his corner and gives a few words of encouragement. That's a bad sign. That's not good already. They stand and trade in the center of the cage. Neither fighter can land a good shot. 2 fighters engage. Luque hits a punch, then scores with a quick kick to the leg. Gary throws 5 punches, lands 3 of them, and then a spin kick. He's just loving those spin kicks. Let's see. Gary lands a 4-punch combination. Luque hits a 3-punch combo that ends with a right cross. Come together. Luque throws 5 quick punches, lands 3 of them, then lands a leg kick. Showing off his great boxing skills, Gary blitzes his opponent with 5 rapid punches. Nothing in the exchange. Meet in the center. Luque hits a jab but misses with the right hand. Gary nails 3 quick punches, and then a flurry lands with a left kick to the rib cage. They engage in the center. Gary attacks with 4 quick punches, lands 3 of them, but only only finds the gloves with the right hand. Luque hits a couple of jabs, but also lands a left hand to the body. Time runs out of round 1. I think Ian Gary took that one 10-9. Pretty clear. I don't think there's anything crazy in that. A lot of action. You're right. Fans are all on their feet. Heck yeah. 10-9 Gary. That's what I thought. Yep. All right, come together and strike. Luque scores with 4 punches out of a sudden flurry and then scores with a quick kick to the lead leg. In the chat, here we go. The Jeff Neal fight changed Luque, Nate. Yeah. I mean, it definitely did. It gave him that severe concussion stuff. I definitely don't think you're wrong there. That Jeff Neal fight. I mean, Jeff Neal hits. They call him hands of stone for a reason, right? Luque scores 4 quick punches out of a sudden flurry. Quick kick to the lead leg. Gary manages to connect only 1 punch out of a flurry and then hits with a left roundhouse kick to the body. Together to strike. Luque scores 2 punches out of a flurry. Has a low kick checked. Gary scores with a 1 punch out of a sudden flurry and then scores with a left kick to the body. Both fighters meet in the center. Gary scores with a single punch out of a flurry and then lands a low kick. Showing great hand speed, Luque hits 4-punch combo that ends with a right cross. They exchange, nothing really gets through. Meet this in exchange. Gary hits a left jab, off target with a head kick. It's probably good for Luque because that could have been the end. Fast hands, Luque hits a 3-punch combo that ends with a right cross. Oh, he's down. Gary hits the floor. That's definitely possible. Luque hits like a truck, and Gary has been dropped before. That's impressive. Let's see what happens. Luque senses victory. He's got 2 minutes, 44 seconds left in the round. Starts unloading with punches. Luque fires away with punches, and Gary is stung by several big shots. Move into the second half of the round. Luque throws a few strikes, but is clearly slowing things down that he can catch his breath. No, Luque, you dummy. You had the win. You did, and then you screwed it up. Oh, man. Honestly, I'm not going to give away my pick. But, Ian Gary's really unlikable. So if Luque knocks him out, regardless of who I pick, I won't be sad about that. Ian Gary's just super annoying. He has been since he got to the UFC, so it's not even just the recent stuff. He's just super annoying. Let's see. So Luque blocks Gary as he tries to transition to guard. Just catching his breath, basically. Trying to get to guard. Doesn't happen. Luque starts trying to work side control to mount. Gary's ready for it, though. Starts scrambling. Scramble results in Gary pulling guard. Okay, so he's back to guard. A few right hands to the body. Luque pounds away, but deals with him. No big deal. Luque gets pushed back thanks to butterflies. Quick scramble ensues. There's only a few seconds left. Luque seizes the opportunity. Gary was too slow and gets caught in side control. Time's out. Definitely a Luque round. I think it's 1 round apiece going into the third. Honestly, I do think it's going to be a close fight when this matchup actually happens. So, let's see. Nate Brown is not going to be betting this fight. Just going to sit back and root for Vicente. Yeah, man. I mean, realistically, if you're betting on the Gary side, the line's really wide. And with a guy as dangerous as Luque, that's tough. I understand people are going to be parlaying him up, but my goodness, that's scary. Luque wins that round. It's 1 round apiece going into the third. I think this should be a fun fight. And I think Luque is the biggest test for Gary at this point. I don't think that's crazy to say. So both fighters end up strike. Gary punches in bunches, lands 5 quick strikes. Luque lands 2 jabs, also connects with a quick head kick. Oh my goodness, that shot may have done some damage. Gary is backing off and looks totally dazed. If Luque knocks out Ian Gary, my goodness, is the world going to go crazy. Big right hand from Luque drops Gary. Oh man, he senses victory. Don't screw this one up, Luque. Go back in there. Okay, Luque goes in with rights. Gary's eating some sickeningly heavy shots. Gary's out. Yeah. Okay. Vicente drops the first round. Clearly wins the second by dropping Gary. And then comes out and gets the finish in the third in a fantastic fight. 51 seconds into the third round. Absolutely brutal. That is awesome. That is a fun fight. I actually hope, regardless of my pick, like I said, I hope the fight goes down like this. That'd be fantastic. I will lose my shit. Okay. Technically, I should leave right now, but I'm not gonna. We're gonna do one more, by golly. Okay. We're gonna do one more, and if I'm late, I'm gonna blame you guys. But I'm having fun, and I want to do this. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, by golly. We need Tony Ferguson and Patty Pimblett. Okay. The fight, the moment you've all been waiting for. Is Tony Ferguson completely washed up or not? Guys, this is tough. Let's see. Body to body. All right. Here we go. Ready to fight. Opening bell. They start with a touch of gloves. Interesting. I don't see that happening. That is one thing I think this game has got way off. That is not. There's no touch of gloves happening after the bell rings. Ferguson hits a jab and then nails a right cross. Pimblett hits a good right hand. That sounds about right. Meet in the center. Ferguson lands four quick jabs in a row. It follows with a nice right hook. Pimblett lands a left jab and then great right hook. Middle exchange. Ferguson lands a left jab. Can't hit right cross. Pimblett lands a powerful right hook. Pimblett may have hurt his own hand with that last punch, judging by his reaction. Okay. If it goes like this in real life and Pimblett like busts his right hand up, Ferguson's probably going to win that fight, to be honest. Let's see. If it's a break, that's going to really affect the striking dramatically. Yeah, I don't think that's – if that happens, I think Ferguson wins. If Pimblett breaks his hand in like the first minute, yeah. Whoa. Wow. Okay. So even though – okay, so I actually didn't – so the shot that broke Patty's hand also collapsed Ferguson and knocked him out. Okay, well, I guess that changes my opinion. If Patty breaks his hand by knocking out Ferguson, okay, first round knockout, Patty the Batty. Yeah, damn, that's brutal. Okay, possible. Ferguson's on a big decline. Okay, I'm going to give you one more, and then I tell you what, you guys can just go to the link in the description, buy the game for yourself, and do the co-main and main event by yourselves, because it's a hell of a fun game. If you need to know where to find the real-world mod, I believe there is a Discord community that's really keeping up on it. Literally monthly updates, adding new fighters to the game, all that stuff. It's fantastic. We're going to do one more fight. Then I got to get out of here because I'm going to be late, and that's not cool. But I really want to see this next fight. We're going to do it. Shavkat versus Wonder Boy. So let's see. But yeah, you guys can definitely get this game and do the co-main and main event on your own time. It's fun. It's like $30-ish, maybe a couple bucks more. I bought the game many times in the past. I bought it for multiple different devices. They also hooked me up with a copy when I became an affiliate partner of theirs. It does help out the channel. Appreciate you guys. Anyway, Shavkat, Wonder Boy, let's go. This is going to be a fun fight. And if Wonder Boy keeps this fight on the feet, like, who's outstriking Wonder Boy? But if Shavkat gets this fight to the ground, yeah, I mean, it's game over. Could Shavkat outstrike Wonder Boy? Maybe. He's a good striker, but geez, Wonder Boy is so good. And the guy's 17-6 on his career, Wonder Boy is. You wouldn't think so because, let's see. 296 is going to be so fun. I agree. This is the best card of the year as far as just like fights that I'm super stoked for all the way from prelims to main event. Here we go. Thompson comes in looking to strike. Rachmanov appears to be going to try and get in close. Thompson takes the initiative first. Thompson throws a quick punch. Doesn't hit. Punch from Thompson fails to land. Clear opportunity. Rachmanov is able to move in and clinch. Oh, that might be it. Rachmanov pushes him against the cage. Thompson out wrestles him. He does have good cage work. That is one thing that people underestimate. What Thompson does is he goes for the overhook actually and just turns into the cage and just kind of uses that like wizard style overhook to push his opponent's face to the cage as he circles off. And I assume that's what he did here, but we're implying some stuff. Clinch with Rachmanov. Thompson looks to try to take him down. What in the world? What world is this? Rachmanov looks to grab a guillotine off the takedown. The attempt is completed, but Rachmanov is on his back with the guillotine applied. Thompson pulls his head free before the guillotine is properly sunk in. There's no way. What are the odds on Thompson even scoring one takedown? That's crazy. Anyway, Thompson begins trying to pass guard. Rachmanov tries to counter the pass attempt, and they find themselves scrambling for position. Scramble sees Thompson up first, and he's quick to wrestle Rachmanov up against the cage. I could see this. I could see Thompson trying to push him up against the cage and dirty box him a little bit and just kind of wear on him because I think Stephen Thompson has underrated cardio. I understand people always know he has good cardio, but I think he's going to have better cardio than Shavkat here by a mile. And Shavkat's got good cardio, don't get me wrong. Thompson's got fantastic cardio. But anyway, gets him up against cage. Yeah, so he's in the dominant position. Shavkat actually out wrestles him and switches dominant position. Okay, so Thompson wrestles back against Rachmanov, turning him. Okay, so they're just going back and forth against the cage. Rachmanov steps in to strike, uses a left jab, misses with a roundhouse kick to the body. Quick exchange of strikes does not produce any damage. Thompson can't connect with the jab, but then lands a low kick to the legs. Rachmanov may have been aiming to get in close, but Thompson aggressively took the initiative. Thompson comes in fast with 3 quick punches, lands 3 of them, and then hits a body kick. Okay, Thompson switches to southpaw. Rachmanov moves in. Thompson slips past a right hook, counters with a few quick jabs that are followed by a solid left hand. Rachmanov looking to strike. Rachmanov misses with a big right hand, allowing Thompson to counter with a quick right jab and a kick to the body that gets parried. Time expired. I think Thompson took that round. Close fight, but let's see. He's a wrestler now. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We're gonna apply real world logic. Maybe it's a case where Thompson saw, okay, I can get the takedown here, and maybe I'm gonna try and slow him down, make him tired. But yeah, I don't see that being the case, honestly. But who knows? Maybe. And this game is actually pretty accurate about like making people fight to their style. But if you give somebody a takedown, they'll probably take it. It's kind of like I'm looking to grapple when I'm fighting people. I'm looking to wrestle. I'm looking to control and just ground and pound. Looking to get scarf hold, actually. That's my spot. But if you just give me open shots on the feet, I'm going to take them. It's not like I'm going to be like, I can't strike. I have to wrestle. So there you go. Either way, maybe you just took the spot. I think Thompson stole the first round, though. The takedown, good leg and body kicks. I think he took the first round. Yep, 10-9 Thompson. I agree. Back underway. Thompson lets Rachmanov step in and engage. Rachmanov nails a right cross. That's not good. There's a takedown attempt from Rachmanov, who set it up well with the right cross. He gets the takedown. Thompson pulls guard. Yeah. Thompson does stay safe off his back, though, but I think this round is probably going to be Rachmanov here. So Thompson looks to work for some separation, tries quickly to scramble and get better position. He may regret that choice, as Rachmanov has a perfect opportunity to come over the top and get side control. Yeah, that was bad. Rachmanov fires a few punches, catching his breath. Fair enough. It was a tough round for him. Rachmanov small strikes, nothing really, just catching his breath. He tries to move for mount. Thompson keeps him in side control. Okay. Rachmanov blocks his attempt to go back to guard. Rachmanov punches him, just nothing tough, just kind of doing what he does. Tries to pull guard, no attempt, or no success. Tries to keep him guessing with some quick strikes, nothing. Trying to move, yep. Basically just a lot of buying time, or like holding him down in side control, which I think is smart for Rachmanov here. Obviously, he lost the first round, might as well bank a round. You don't want to do anything stupid. Thompson's dangerous if he gets back to his feet. So, got it. 10 seconds left, and the ref's like, yeah, we better stand you up with 10 seconds left because that makes sense. Time runs out. Okay, by the time the ref got him up, it was over. That's dumb. But Rachmanov took the round. Fair enough. 1-1 going into the third round. I agree. Definitely. Okay, Thompson lets Rachmanov step in, ready to counter. Okay, that's fair. Rachmanov misses with a big right hand, putting him off balance, allowing Thompson to attack with a kick to the lead leg. Rachmanov comes in looking to strike, doesn't connect with a jab, but lands a right hook. Moving forward, Rachmanov looks to strike. Thompson stands ready. Rachmanov misses with a big right hand, allowing Thompson to counter with quick jabs that are followed by a quick kick to the lead leg. That leg kick game is doing well for Thompson. I do think that's important. Rachmanov may have been aiming to get close, but Thompson aggressively took the initiative. Jabs wide from Thompson, but he lands a right hand. Thompson fails to find home with his jab, but then catches Rachmanov with a right hook. Thompson uses his jab, but misses with a body kick. Rachmanov gets a hold of Thompson. Rachmanov trying to push Thompson so that he backs him up against cage. Does that. Thompson's pinned against cage. Rachmanov smothers Thompson. Let's see, 30 seconds left. Or not 30 seconds. 30 seconds go by, sorry. Rachmanov's just dirty boxing him. Thompson just smothered against cage. Same thing. Thompson wrestles his way out. Okay, so he circles back to the center. Okay, so right now Rachmanov's up this round, but he just took that because at first it was Thompson. But I think the controlling against cage, dirty boxing helped. Thompson's starting to breathe heavier. I don't know that that's actually going to happen, but maybe. Let's engage. Rachmanov misses a right cross that leaves him open. Thompson goes with the low kick again. He's really going to those low kicks. Rachmanov is slowing a bit. Let's see. Final minute of the round. Oh, excellent timing. Rachmanov comes over to shoot the takedown, and he gets the takedown side control. Yeah, that's over. He's just holding there, firing some stuff. Yeah, Rachmanov takes it 29-28. Your winner by unanimous decision is going to be Rachmanov, unless they drop him. So we'll see. All three judges scored 29-28. Yep, Shavkat Rachmanov. Yeah, fair. Yeah, that's. I can definitely see the fight actually going that way. That was legit. So that was fun, guys. I am going to switch this to a weird screen that you're going to see everything here in a second when I end the stream. But I appreciate you guys tuning in. Remember, you can buy this game in the link in the description. It's a fun game. It's worth the $30. It helps the channel if you use my link. There's other games on their page too. Maybe you want to go with an older version of this game because you know what? You're like, this is cool and all, but I don't want to spend that kind of money. Hey, you can buy that from the description as well. There's some older versions of the game that are still fun. I think you can get the really old versions of the game probably for free. They've upgraded quite a bit since then. The fourth version of this is still good. Like the fourth version of this is definitely playable. They did add quite a bit though for the fifth. The fifth is by far the superior version. So there's that. Maybe you're into comic books. They've got some good comic book games that are similar in the simulation style. Maybe you're into pro wrestling. They have that as well. They have all sorts of stuff. It's a great time. Grey Dog Software, a fantastic developer for games. I don't play video games except for this now, but I literally only play this because they now let me play it for you guys. So that's fantastic. I was looking for an excuse to play this game again, and they gave it to me. So help me keep that going. I love doing this. This is really fun. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you Tuesday for the full card breakdown.